Mike, so tell me real quick what you said. You have some tightness in the back.
Yeah, lower back super tight, hurts if I sit, if I stand, walk, whatever.
All right, so first thing I want you to do, we'll do a little prayer stretch. So start on kind of hands and knees. Okay. What you're doing is start here, bring your butt down your heels, hold back 15 seconds. Try to really reach, get a good stretch. You'll get thoracic and lumbar. I'll get a little bit back here. Just give a little bit of a stretch there. A lot of times it can be a muscle imbalance. Your abdominals are kind of maybe not strong enough. Okay, so come back. Then, so you can bias it a couple ways. So you can take both hands, put them on one side. So this one's gonna stretch more on the right side. So go bring your butt straight back. You're gonna feel more on this side. Go easy. You can do about 5 for 10, 15 seconds. And then come back up and try the other side. So walk your hands over to the right. Perfect, come back down. Yeah, you got a little bit of, you're rounded, man, you're there. So the next thing after these, one thing actually I like to do is a good like mobility for your trunk is I like to it's called cat and camel. So get on hands and knees. Start here, so first thing I want you to do, you're gonna draw your belly in and round, kind of like round. And then you're gonna relax, try to sag your back. And all you're trying, yeah, good, with breath, exactly. All you're trying to do is try and get a little bit of activation, so you're activating your belly muscles. Boom, drawing them in, coming up. You're trying to get a little bit of pelvic mobility and a little bit like lumbar mobility, so some low back. So you can do this, this is a good warm up, okay? So do it again, perfect. You're drawing in, kind of round, nice and easy, and then relax and kind of let almost like your back, perfect. So just like that, that's really good mobility exercise. Then another one's foam roller is great for your low back. So the thing with the foam roller is you want to start sitting on it. The key here is you want to make sure your abdominals are good enough to where you're not like extending over like this, okay? So if that's too hard, you can kind of start this way, but what I like to do, arms crossed, just kind of work here. And you can even work the side. If you feel on the side, right here, you can kind of even find a spot and just hold. Okay. So try that, and then also lacrosse ball is a good thing to use. So try that real quick. So work your low back. Start with like sitting on it maybe. Yep, right there. Yep, so try to keep everything in line. You got your arms across chest. You're gonna kind of walk back. Good. You can work there. And you can even do it with your elbows kind of resting if you need to. Just kind of elbows resting, give you a little.
It feels kind of awkward to do that. Like,
okay. Yep, work one side. And if you find a spot that's really tender, you work that. The other thing is working your hips too is pretty important because you're gonna get some tightness in your hips. So working all that.
How do you do that?
So here's another one, another stretch. Let's do one more stretch. Do knees to chest. You may not get a stretch with this.
Okay.
So this way, see if you can do knees to chest. Do you feel any stretch with that at all? You may not.
A little bit.
A little bit? Okay. So the other one you can do from here is that hamstring stretch that I love to do with the belt. It's really good for low back if you have some low back pain. So hamstring stretch here, one way, that way, 5 for 5 seconds, and then this way 5 for 5 seconds.
Okay.
So that's an easy one, and then a Piriformis stretch. So I'll show you. So do that one real quick, just see what that feels like. So lay back, this leg straight, start down, like the leg all the way straight, bring it up. So we feel a pull, feel the pull. Good, yep. Hold that. You can do 5 rounds, 5 seconds, 5, 10 seconds if you're doing before. If you're doing it after, like you're getting ready to go to bed, hold like 3 for 30 seconds.
3 for 30.
Okay, and don't bounce, just hold it. And then you can even go this way to the side. So bring it over to the side, you're gonna feel more in here.
Yeah, do
that in your butt.
Yeah.
And then,
right.
Yep. Perfect. So it's that one. So I'll write these down for you. And then do Piriformis. So 2 ways to do Piriformis stretch. One easy one you might be able to do. This is a little bit like a figure 4. Grab underneath and just bring your knee towards your ankle towards your chest. Yep. You're gonna feel it in the butt.
Right, I feel it on my right leg. Yeah, I feel that.
So nice and easy with that one. Again, same thing. You do 5 for 15 seconds if you're like warming up before practice, or like 3 for 30 at the end.
Yeah.
Okay. You can do that way. Mm-hmm. And the other thing people kind of forget about is the hip flexors. So a lot of times your hip flexors are too tight, they'll put you in that rounded position as well. Okay. If you sit a lot. So so those are good because we're working on the back and all that stuff that gets tight, but also we got to work on the muscles that really tighten you up, and it's going to be your hip flexors. So an easy hip flexor stretch is like the one we do in here, the kneeling, stand tall, lunging forward. And you can even bias this one to the right and to the left. So you can even bias this way You can bias that way. This way's gonna get more of the inner fibers. That was gonna be it. So start nice and tall. Just lunge forward. You might feel a stretch already as you lunge forward. You feel a stretch in the front?
Yeah.
Right in here, yeah. Yep, that's it. So stay tall, good. And then you can even bias it one way or another. So start this way. You can have your arms this way, or you can even rotate. So have your arms this way. You can kind of go over your right shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can go even over your left shoulder. Yep, you'll feel that. You know, just different areas. And that's a good one to stretch. If you're okay getting on your knees. You're okay kneeling.
I am.
So he's good at kneeling. All right, so prayer stretch,
Okay.
cat and camel, foam roller, hamstring, piriformis, hip flexor.
You can write it down. Right. Oh yeah.
What?
I said you're gonna write it down there.
Boom! I'll write it down.
It's
Yeah. So
video too.
it doesn't matter the sequence. Do something like to cool down.